Guys, this is part 4. We're going to read a little bit about Saturn. I'm going to explain about December 21st, which I did on my other videos a little bit. But what had happened, you guys, we got a galactic cross, which is the center. If you guys don't know about that, you can learn about that. And what had happened is at 2 points on the ecliptic, it touched every circle in these great circles, and that only happens every 25,800 years. Okay, we'll learn about Saturn. That's what we read about in these other ones. We're going to read here. We've already read Amos 5:26, where that's Cain that we showed in Isaiah. Okay, December 21st, the winter solstice, is the moment when Earth's north pole is tilted the most away from the sun, gives midwinter for all northern hemisphere, midsummer for the southern hemisphere. I'm going to put this back up here, you guys, for a minute here. The sun appears to travel along the ecliptic, a great circle that has to cross every other great circle at 2 points. One of these great circles is the galactic equator, or midline, or Milky Way, right dead center, on December 21st, 11 hours, 12 minutes Universal Time, or 6:12 East, 5:12 Central, 4:12 Mountain Time, 3:12 Pacific. The solstice point, like all points on the ecliptic, moves slowly westward or rightward by almost 1/72nd because of precession. 2012, it will arrive at the exact point where the ecliptic crosses the galactic equator. This last happened 25,800 years ago, completing the cycle, being anew. Saturn has been, and this is, it entered in 2009, Saturn did, has been in Virgo for more than 3 years. Virgo is longer than the other zodiacs. It takes Saturn 3.5 years instead of 2.5 to cross Virgo. Virgo and Libra border in 2013. Saturn will be in the 4th part. 2012 was the 3rd. Virgo, the Virgin. In Virgo is the mark, the branch, Jesus Christ. In Libra, you have that crux, the cross. That's Latin for cross. It's to the marker, or to the point. And that's Karath. C-A-R-A-T-H. Cut off in the Hebrew. And that you can also find that in the Companion Bible in Appendix 12. Libra is the lady holding the balances, the justice, you guys, that's going to come back. Virgo is Libra holding the balances. It will come back, but we have to follow God's word. And you can also find the crux, the Karath word, in Daniel 9:27 and 9:26. And guess what it's talking about? In the midweek when the Antichrist comes. About October 29th, Saturn left Virgo. And when you get to March 2013, Saturn peaks back into Virgo. Mid-March is Purim. You will find Saturn crept back in Virgo, the false shepherd. Genesis 1:14, stars and the heavens God has given for sights and signs, not to worship, but to give us sights and signs and knowledge. And Saturn goes like over the 4 here, you guys, like this. It takes 4 to pass that, and it's creeping back in. Okay, and that's why I've been trying to give you guys as much as I can. Revelation 11:1, it says, read like unto a rod, rise and measure the altar and the temple. Those who worship with the temple outside measure not. Because those are going to be the ones that get tempted by Antichrist. And they're going to believe that he's God. The rod of destruction will only destroy eels. Now, the temple of the holies of holies, where it talks about Satan stepping in where he ought not, is Neos. The holy of holies, the altar, not the walls. And we got Haran, which all means all of the temple. These are just some words describing the temple here. 2 Thessalonians 2:4, the son of perdition stands in the holy place, and that is Neos. Revelation 13:11, Satan doing miracles, tricking all who believe, the holy disguised as an angel of light. Satan is not. He's a cherubim. Was a protector of the mercy seat who fell. So you should better be mentally prepared for this brilliant angelic being to come tempt you. So I hope you have your foundation. 2 Kings 1:10, Elijah had fire come down and destroyed them. Fire. Just like God's going to have some fire in the end time. He's going to finish them 2 wars. There's not going to be a supper and destruction like that. It's like God kept saying, you are going into Babel. You have to go into Babel. And every time during the captivity, they were taken care of, and then they were let out. And what did the captivity come of every time? From Israel not listening. So that would be as a nation or as a government system or however you want. Because God said, when you lead a nation under my name, any nation, all nations are God's. And he says, you don't do as by my word, that nation falls under curses. And we read about them different things in Israel, how when one person sinned, it caused it to bring on the nation, you know, because it's just everything is out of whack, and you guys know how it is out there. It's a time of darkness, and we just need to keep our eyes open. But God's left these stars, you guys, and the planets and the constellations, and we don't worship them. But like I said, and here's another paper. Like I said, I've been pulling my workout that I've done. I've been keeping track, and since I started this YouTube thing, and I enjoy doing it, and I just wanted to give you guys whatever information that I have that'll help you. Okay, the stars are there for sights and signs, just like I've told you about the geometry and everything else. You know, people do, and there's evil people out there that use all that stuff. But you can't throw it out because of what someone does to it. That's like if there's a car or something you like and someone evil's driving it. Oh, now you can't drive that car because someone evil or someone you don't like drives it. You know, it's nonsense. You use it for good. You use it for God. I think this was the same one. Oh, yeah, it is the same one, you guys. I'm sorry, I thought that was a different one. But you guys, we got this like the 4 stages of the locust. I'm gonna do some videos on that. But this temple Moloch, and what he was saying, he hated their sacrifices because you're supposed to be celebrating Passover. That's the table, the showbread. When you walked in to the right, that's where it sat, and to the left would have been the candle of the world, the menorah, the light of the world. God's coming swift. The good and corrects the bad. Every knee will bow, you guys. And every mountain will be made low, and every valley raised. That's because the Christians get pushed down at the end, and we raise back up, see? And everyone else is tricked by the Satan exalting himself above the heavens, and they don't wait for this big sturdy rock. This one's going to get broke off and fall. There's Moloch, and that's what they did. The sacrifices. They had sex orgies. They worshipped in the groves and practiced magic and different things. And they had child sacrifice because they would set out to break. Like we have 7 spirits of God. There's 6 abominations, and doing the 7th one gets you super like abominations.